Welcome to the Explainer. You know that feeling when you've been scrolling for what feels like 5 minutes, but suddenly an entire hour has just vanished? Yeah, think about that for a second. Today we're going to deconstruct the exact second-by-second psychological blueprint the creators are using to keep you completely hooked. We're breaking down a highly structured script template, one that is literally designed to capture your brain's reward centers. By the end of this Explainer, you're going to see the hidden matrix behind almost every viral piece of content you watch. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. The script begins at the absolute most critical juncture, those first 3 seconds. In the viral Hindi and Urdu content we analyzed, which by the way totally proves that these blueprints cross all language barriers, the hook usually translates to something like, what you are about to see is the internet's most shocking thing. This precise 0 to 3 second hook creates an immediate massive curiosity gap that just grabs your attention right out of the gate. I mean, before your thumb even has a chance to swipe away, your brain is already demanding an answer. You simply have to know what this shocking thing is. It's pure, unfiltered bait, designed to stop you dead in your tracks.
Now think about the sheer urgency of a viral script and the razor-thin margins we're dealing with here. A creator has to rapidly pull these psychological levers to secure your retention. You've got your 0 to 3 second hook, followed instantly by a 3 to 8 second build-up, and only then do you actually get to the main body structure. If the script misses a single beat in those first 8 seconds, boom, the viewer is gone. It's a high-stakes race against our notoriously short attention spans.
And this brilliantly illustrates how that crucial 3 to 8 second build-up phase actually locks you in. It does this by setting up a really stark contrast. The script tells the audience, hey, people think this is normal, but the reality is completely different. By contrasting everyday expectations with a promised new reality, the script is basically telling your brain that what you thought you knew is totally wrong. It validates your decision to stop scrolling and perfectly sets the stage for the knowledge bomb that's about to be dropped.
So the crucial point is that once a creator has successfully kidnapped your attention for those first 8 seconds, they don't just start rambling. No way. They deploy a highly structured 3-part formula. First, they introduce the basic idea and a common mistake. Second, they hit you with a new insight paired with a heavy dose of FOMO. And third, they deliver an unexpected twist. This structure is specifically engineered to keep your eyes glued to the screen. Let's break down each of these brilliant yet, slightly manipulative steps.
Let's look at the first main point. The script introduces the basic topic, but then it immediately pivots by declaring, this is where people make the biggest mistake. Think about the underlying intent of that phrase for a second. Nobody wants to be wrong, right? By pointing out a supposed mistake that ordinary people make, the script instantly makes you hyper-focused on correcting your own behavior. It transforms passive watching into this active, almost self-reflective panic. You're watching now because you need to make absolutely sure you aren't making this exact error. Now, what's really interesting about this strategy is how the second step aggressively escalates the stakes. It introduces a second insight by completely weaponizing the fear of missing out. The script literally tells you, if you ignore this, you're already behind. I mean, wow, that is a heavy psychological trigger. It attacks your insecurities directly. At this point, the creator's no longer just offering entertainment, they're essentially offering survival in a fast-paced world. And this ensures you keep watching out of pure self-preservation.
Which brings us to the grand finale of the body structure, the twist. Just when you think you've figured the whole thing out and learned the lesson, the script drops a massive, unexpected fact. And it's usually accompanied by a very specific, bold claim. 90% of people don't even know this. By throwing out that 90% statistic, the script elevates you. It makes you feel like you're graduating from the oblivious masses and entering this super exclusive 10% club of highly informed people. It's an incredibly satisfying dopamine hit for your ego.
Let's move forward and see how this builds to the finish line. Because you can't just leave a viewer floating in the clouds of a shocking twist, right? You have to bring them back down to earth. The blueprint lands the plane by taking that unexpected fact and grounding it. The script says, take an example, pivoting right into a simple, relatable short story. This ensures you fully comprehend the complex or shocking thing they just explained. And once that light bulb goes off in your head, the script swiftly delivers the final conclusion, the ultimate reality of the situation, before smoothly transitioning right into the ask.
And here is the payoff. If you want more content like this, be sure to like and follow. This is exactly how the script cashes in on all that psychological tension and attention it just meticulously manufactured over the last 60 seconds. By placing a direct call to action right after that deeply satisfying conclusion and relatable story, the creator maximizes the chances of you hitting that button. You feel indebted, you feel educated, and honestly, you just want more of that feeling. So why does all of this actually matter? Because your attention is literally the most valuable currency on the internet today, and this structure, it's the ultimate machine built to mine it. So I'm going to leave you with this. Now that you know the reality of the blueprint and exactly how these strings are pulled, what happens tomorrow? The next time you're scrolling and someone tells you that you're making a massive mistake or that you're already falling behind, will you spot the script? Or will you still fall for the hook?